You have reassembled
Is this
the sacred
racist?
elemental items
I think this might be
of
racist.
collection.
Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People was released in 2009 by Telltale Games and is based on the popular Homestar Runner Flash cartoon series by Matt and Mike Chapman. The game isn't available on Telltale's website anymore, but you can still get it on Steam along with other early Telltale games. As of August 2016, you can also still get it via the Nintendo Wii Shop and the PlayStation Network for PS3. If you were an early adopter, you could also get a physical copy for PC. The disc could be put in a DVD player so you could watch trailers for other games, some behind-the-scenes stuff, and some shorts made for this release. Like many of Telltale's games, it comes in 5 episodes. You play as Strong Bad, the strongest of the bads. Your goal depends on what episode you're playing, and ranges from getting Homestar to stop living on your couch, to holding a battle of the bands to get your Videlectrix fun machine fixed, to defeating your runaway Trogdor arcade machine that's come to life.
That may be the coolest thing that has ever happened.
There isn't an overarching plot between the games, it's completely episodic, just like the cartoons. The episodes stay consistent though, and occasionally reference each other, especially the final episode. All the characters are here and voiced by Matt and Missy, just like in the cartoons. The game includes references to the web series, like the bands Tarantula and Limousine, Senior Card Gauge, and you can even make your own Teen Girl Squad comics. If you're at all familiar with the Homestar universe, you'll see your favorite references somewhere. Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People is a point-and-click adventure game, but simplified from the old Sierra or LucasArts games. When you click on something, you perform the most logical action automatically. Click somewhere to walk there. If you click on someone empty-handed, you'll talk to them. If you have something in your hand, you'll try to give it to them or use it on them. If you click on an item, you'll observe something about it and, if you can, put it in your inventory. There's no need to select an open command to go through a door or talk command before talking to someone. If you want to combine 2 items or use one on another, just click them. You don't need to hassle with clicking the use whatever on whatever. I really like this simplified mechanic. It makes things so much easier to interact with. You don't have to figure out if you should be pushing or pulling something when really you should be trying to open it. If you've never played a point-and-click adventure game, there's a tutorial. It's very simple and really holds your hand through the whole thing, but introduces you to everything you need to know to play. If you have any experience with these types of games, though, it's not necessary. I won't give you a synopsis of each episode because each one has its own separate story and really has no impact on any of the others. You don't have to play them in order either. The advantage of playing them in order is, like the levels in Portal or other games, each episode builds on play mechanics from the previous episodes. For example, you use a metal detector in episode 1 to find certain items you need. This is reintroduced in the second episode as the Tarantula black metal detector with shovel attachment. It's used in each episode to find collectibles, but really only used to find story items in the first episode. Speaking of collectibles, these games have them. Each episode has several things scattered and hidden around to collect. These range from pages to your Snakeboxer instruction manual that have special moves written on them, to costume pieces to use in the purely for fun photo booth, and includes drawings for making your own Teen Girl Squad comics. Occasionally you'll get trophies for doing certain things. This ranges from making prank phone calls to annoying others to almost anything else. You can find a list of collectibles in the game menu. Some of these are unattainable after certain points in the game, so be careful if you want to get them all. For instance, you can't make any prank phone calls after you give Homestar's phone back. Some of these collectibles are only available after you've finished an episode. After you finish each episode, the game autosaves and opens up free play mode. This lets you wander around, talk to people, and do whatever. You can fully explore with the black metal detector, and you can use all the items you have left to try to get out-of-reach boxes. Each episode has a mini-game, playable on the Videlectrix fun machine. These mini-games are completely optional, but having at least a passing familiarity with them might help you in later episodes. There's no way to fail in this game, and you can't die. If you fail at something, you can try again as many times as it takes.
A video game where you can't die? No, that doesn't sound boring at all.
These games are fun. I really liked playing them at the height of Homestar Runner's popularity. You don't need to be familiar with the Homestar universe to enjoy them, but it does add a level of appreciation. Revisiting them 8 years after they were released wasn't a big nostalgia-gasm, though. I mean, they were fine, and I enjoyed playing them, but there really wasn't any replayability for me. Once I started playing again, I quickly remembered what I had done the first time and found the puzzles rather easy. Each episode is rather short. If you're quick, you could probably finish each one in a couple of hours or so. Each episode is more complicated than the last and offers more complicated puzzles and goals, culminating in episode 5, where it feels the most like old-style adventure games, running back and forth, collecting items, and giving the vaguest hints. I bought this when it first came out and sprung for the physical disc. But before it was mailed to me, I could download them as they came out. After tearing through each episode, I really found myself wanting for more to do until the next episode. I wasn't really anticipating the next episode, but more wishing the one I just finished had more to do. I'm also not into chasing collectibles and achievements, so I didn't really care to do anything outside of the main stories. The photo booth is pointless. The Teen Girl Squad comics are random and a bit of a chore. The trophies are just random stuff you need to do. If you like chasing achievements and collectibles, they're fine, but that's just not what I like to do. These games are really for the Homestar and Strong Bad fans. If you've never heard of or watched the cartoons, you won't get nearly as much out of these as someone who's seen all of them. There's still something for the fans of point-and-click adventures, though. For $20 on Steam, it's a good price, too. Having the next episode available immediately instead of waiting a month is a little more fulfilling, because you can spend a long afternoon or two playing through all 5 episodes, and you don't have to twiddle your thumbs and risk losing interest waiting for the next one. But if you're looking for a deep, immersive world full of mystery and adventure, you're probably better off looking elsewhere. Episode 5 is the most involved, as it should be, but these games really aren't very deep. But then again, neither is Homestar or Strong Bad. The Homestar Runner cartoons were a few minutes of distraction to brighten your day, and these games follow the same recipe. They're a few hours of distraction and not much else. But then, they don't claim to be any more than that. Special thanks to my friends Tom and Sarah for helping me with this review. If you want to see more reviews, check out the rest of my channel. And if your old video game cartridges won't save your games anymore, I have videos teaching you how to fix them. Check them out! No, seriously, check them out.